Hey guys, it's Dave Duford here at Final Expense Agent Mentor and Mortgage Protection Agent Mentor, where I help agents like you succeed in selling insurance. In today's topic, we're talking about advanced mortgage protection sales tactics. Specifically, we're going to talk about 4 different tips that you can implement in your business right now to bring you more sales opportunity. So let's get right into it. So the first tip is to pre-qualify your mortgage protection with a fact finder. So the traditional way that I teach agents how to sell is to lead with the product, to have a simple fact finding approach built around selling a mortgage protection product. I think this is a great method, again, for a beginning agent, but as you become advanced and you become comfortable with selling mortgage protection, you can add more good questions into your fact finding mix to uncover different kinds of opportunities. Other opportunities include things like IULs, annuities, Medicare supplements, 401k rollovers. There's all sorts of opportunities in a mortgage protection lead that doesn't necessarily have to deal with mortgage protection. There's even more than I mentioned. And having a good pre-qualifying fact finder can allow you to ask the right series of questions to see if there's other sale opportunities that exist. And this is great, especially when you don't necessarily sell the mortgage protection product, but maybe you could sell a Medicare supplement as well. Maybe somebody's got money tied up in a CD somewhere that they want to earn a better interest rate on. So this is where having the fact finding out there is good, because then you can go out there and offer other products too and maximize your number of sales per leads at a much higher level. Point number 2 is something I love to use, which is called sell the premium. A lot of people get into the sales process and they'll offer this traditional close, which works great, which is the good, better, best close. That's where they just pick a number and then offer it. Well, the problem with picking a series of numbers is they may not necessarily be the series of numbers you want to offer, or may be on the low side of what the client may be able to afford. One of my most favored, my most favorite insurance agents that I built my Final Expense business off of, at least the training or the sales side, is a guy named Tim Winders. And he explained to me the concept of selling premium was to start high with a budget, to pre-qualify a budget up front, and then to work lower if the client couldn't necessarily afford that budget. So what he would do is he would ask, can you afford somewhere between $150 to $200 a month? And so what would end up happening is by starting high, he would get the big premiums when they were there. He would never pressure them into buying those big premiums. But starting with the big premiums makes kind of the mid-range, the $80 to $100 range, sound a lot more affordable. This guy's premiums was approximately averaging $1,000 per case, and this is in Final Expense where the average case is $600. And his persistency was right at the average mark of around 80%, which bad in mortgage protection, but pretty good in Final Expense. So the same concept can be used in mortgage protection as well. You can pre-qualify a budget ahead of time. Most people need a lot of life insurance. And so if they got a budget they can afford, you might as well swing for a grand slam when you can get it. I teach agents how to do this in their sales calls. It's a very low-key approach. It works effectively well. You get no resistance for asking for it, but it's got to be set up the right way. Tip number 3 is to display a quote-unquote good, better, best offer, but have increasing features and benefits listed below this. So I learned this method from sales trainer Claude Whitaker. He teaches a method where when you're closing, you offer a introductory package, a mid-level, and then a high package. But below each offer, you write down the advantages they get. So where I could see this as being sensible is where maybe you offer a 20-year term, no frills, waiver of premium if disabled. Then you offer a second product that's more expensive, but maybe there's child coverage tied into it. Maybe there's a critical illness component into it, or maybe it's just a higher length of term period of time. And then the third option is the maxed out version. It's 30-year term. It's got all the riders on it, and it's really just a benefit-rich product that's obviously at a higher price. And what will happen is as you explain it, you begin to build value into the better products as you explain the more features that are associated with it. So again, you can actually use this in conjunction with selling the premium. Maybe you get someone who agrees to sell to $80 to $100 a month, and then you can show them an $80, $100, and $120 deal, right? So you can still show them a higher amount, but then have all the features into it. By that time you show that to them, maybe they'll be really attracted to all the features because they weren't aware of them before you presented the product. and now they may be more inclined to buy a higher price. But that way you still retain some of the offers within that range, but then you have one that's kind of the upsell that maybe you can pull a few of your occasional presentations to the higher end of it. So number 4 tip to advance mortgage protection sales is to outsource your appointment setting. This is a little bit more challenging. It's very difficult to find high quality appointment setters, but it's something that definitely can be done. And if you do it, it allows you to do one of two things. One, you can just have more time with your family. You don't have to call on the weekends or at nights during the week. Or number 2, you can just end up running more appointments. I think this is the way I would go. I would try to, instead of set 10 to 12 appointments a week, try to go up to 20 appointments a week. And by outsourcing that activity for a low dollar amount, I can literally increase my production by 80 to 100% just clearly by the increase in appointments set. So this is, again, is a very powerful method to get you in front of more people, to outsource a task that really somebody who will be willing to get paid 15, 20 bucks an hour or 15 to 20 bucks an appointment. They'll be willing to have they'll be willing to take that fee for that appointment set. And if you do the math, by the amount of money that you'll make more so on the more sales you make, it many times is worth that an added investment. So to summarize, advanced tips on selling mortgage protection to make more sales. Number 1, pre-qualify with a fact finder to find other non-mortgage protection sales opportunities. Number 2, sell the premium to get the highest premium budget that the client can afford. Number 3, offer benefit-rich offerings with increasing benefits. The higher the price goes to attract more people to buy the higher priced option. And then number 4, outsource the appointment setting process to do more work, to see more people so you can sell more policies. My name is David Duford. I own Final Expense Agent Mentor and Mortgage Protection Agent Mentor. If you're interested in selling mortgage protection, check out my website. It is Mortgage Protection Agent Mentor. Send me a message in the contact box. I'll be happy to tell you more about how the program works so you can figure out if it's a good opportunity for you. In the meantime, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment below if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching today, guys, and we'll see you next time. Take care.